Hey, we are live and just wanted to go live today. What's going on? It's Renita, idea and habit coach and creative business consultant. Wanted to share some things with you as I was getting my day started and doing some things behind the scenes. You'll see the title of this video, but I want to go ahead to it. The title of the video is just behind the scenes, so this is a raw video I'm sharing with you, and I want to share with you what happened actually. I was on YouTube and um, I was on YouTube and I was actually looking at, and I'll share it with you here, but I was looking at Book Like a Boss videos. And actually, I was looking at the videos created by Book Like a Boss because this is a booking site that I use. Okay. So that's what I was looking for. But I can't remember if this is exactly what I had in the search engine, but what came up, and I'll go ahead and share what came up. So as I had finished looking up a Book Like a Boss video, this is one of the videos that came up. You can see that this lady created a video that says use Book Like a Boss to sell online courses. Well, that intrigued me and I ended up watching this video. Okay, so I'm going to pause it because that's not why we're here right now. But as a result of me watching this video, I was impressed with her YouTube channel. And so I came to just see what else she has going on. And I was just super impressed with the things that I saw. So I want to deconstruct that process for you. Okay. So you'll see that I went ahead and created I just wrote this in Google Drive, okay? So I wrote this in a Google document, and I encourage you to do the same. So what I'm teaching you, what you're seeing as I talk through this, is just how to make notes for yourself so that you can grow your digital assets as well. So I'm basically dumping my brain in this video and just giving you, that's why it's called behind the scenes, because you're getting to see how I work for myself, not just for clients or something like that, but this is how I put my own brain to work. So what I've done is created this Google Doc, and I wrote it as if somebody else is going to read it. I did not write this necessarily for you guys, but it will be cohesive so that you can learn something from it. Does it make sense? So you'll see that I just shared that I saw that video and I came across Diana Wilson's YouTube channel, and I said that I'm impressed with the layout of her channel. So I want to share with you some things that I feel like she does well. She makes use of playlists and playlist descriptions very well. Her channel banner announces when she releases weekly videos. Her video thumbnails are nice, and it looks like she creates them in Canva, and they also reflect her brand colors. And she also uses keywords and copywriting well. So again, her whole channel is about creating an online course. And let's just take a look at that before I go to anything else. Again, I talked about her banner. You can see that it has an animation of her. So one of the other things I noticed, and this is something that I've struggled with, I don't always want to show my face on the thumbnail or in the video, and I see that she doesn't necessarily do that, and yet, and we'll talk about this later, she has over 100 videos and almost 6,000 subscribers. I'm really impressed with that. Okay, but you see her banner, it is very clear what she does. So online course resource, and it says tools and tips for online course creators. So if she has some other product, like a huge, bigger product that she sells, and I'm sure she does, her channel is speaking to the problem that she solves, okay? And it's also announcing that she releases a video every Wednesday. So it says, I will help you launch your course, okay? This is absolutely awesome. So all of that is in her banner. Then one of the things I actually need to make note of that I didn't is that she has this short video that is like an introduction to what her channel is about, and it invites you to participate in a 5-day mini course challenge. And see, this gives me even more ideas because I've already done a mini course challenge. And so now what I need to do is create a video. You see her video is less than 8 minutes. She uses copywriting for the title of the video, the header or headline is what they call it in copywriting, but in this particular case, it is her video title, and then she writes a description of this video. And I didn't mean to go to that. Let me go back. But she writes a description of that video that makes sense, and she puts a link there. So don't you think people who are looking up online courses, don't you think based upon the copywriting that she has, the content that she's created, as well as the keywords or key phrases that she's using, don't you think people are going to find her? Absolutely. And you can tell, see, this says 2 weeks ago, so she is actively updating this. One of the other things I noticed are her use of playlists. So here's a playlist, platforms for online courses. And then she has videos there. Let's see what are some of her other playlists. Tools to create and sell online courses. Online course marketing, and she has some others there. So I want to go back and share some things. So I talked about that. She makes good use of playlists and playlist descriptions. One of the things I need to add was she has a great intro video that invites people to a CTA. So she has a great intro video that invites people to a call to action, and her call to action was this mini course challenge, and she has a link for that, okay? And I'm sure it's potentially free. And if it's not free, it's probably going to be worth it. If it's probably going to be less than 20 bucks or less than 50 bucks. Okay? So that's something that she does well. So based upon the things that I've observed, and I'll be adding to this list, but again, I just created all of this that I'm showing you. I created all of this in the last 15 minutes or so. And I'm just sharing with you. Again, this is my behind the scenes process. So how to use what she's done to inspire your own content creation. I'm speaking to myself. So one of the things is I can start creating a consistent publishing schedule. I don't know what that'll be for me. And I think every week makes sense. That's not hard. One video a week. But I'll have to get some organization about some things first. So think about the tools I already use in my business and create a tutorial on each one. Let's go back to her channel. One of the playlists that she has is this one about tools, and that inspired tools to create and sell online course. So again, I'm gonna pause this because I don't want to play the video while I'm doing this, but you can see here's that playlist. She has 19 videos in this playlist of tools, and I'm pretty sure I can make that many videos, if not more, with all of the tools that I use. So this is just giving me an idea. She's talked about Padlet, she's talked about Zoom, she's talking about Canva, she's talking about Trello. All of these, I don't know what Padlet is, but many of these are tools that I use as well. I don't have to invent the wheel here. I can just use what she has created to fuel ideas for me. In creation, I'm going to give you something. Oh, well, I already put it here. In creating things, they talk about remixing ideas. This is what I want to encourage you to do. You don't have to necessarily create something from scratch. You go do exactly what I've done here. You go study something. If somebody's channel sticks out to you, you ask yourself, what is it they're doing well? That's essentially what I've done. What is it they're doing well? Make a few bullet points of that. Then ask, how can I use that for inspiration of creating my own stuff? Okay? So these are ways that I study. This is all a part, again, as an idea and habit coach. I'm also sharing with you some tricks and tools that are not just germane to digital asset development, but also you getting your ideas into the world. Sometimes you first have to iterate. So I'm sharing with you my iteration process, which just means that I'm writing it out, I'm getting it out of my head, I'm breaking it down so that I can understand it better, because what you want to do is understand, get comprehension about what somebody else has done, and then you'll be able to understand what they did so that you can recreate their process or remix their ideas. Got it? Okay. So another thing I talked about and I already showed you is that she had a great banner. So that means I need to create a nice banner on YouTube that clarifies what I'm here for. What is she here for? Again, it's clear that she is here, and I'm scrolling down so we can go back. She's here to be an online course creation resource. That is very clear. Okay? That's why she's here. All right, so let's move on. So, I also gave a snapshot. I'm going to tell you another reason what I'm doing here. So, creating something like this is important because you again, when you're creating digital assets, it's borrowed real estate. And the creator is also, it's not a guarantee that she'll always be here, because she could choose to delete any of these videos. She could choose to change any of these playlists. Okay? She could absolutely choose to do that, and that would be her prerogative. So you shouldn't always assume too that the article that you're studying, the YouTube channel that you're studying, the Instagram, that's especially on Instagram. I see a lot of people hiding their content, or what they call archiving it, and you could have seen a video or something that was there that's no longer there. That's why it's important for you to take notes, because then your notes become your digital asset for yourself, even if it's just for studying. Think about when you were in high school or if you went to college, your notes are your notes, okay? That book could go out of print. You move on from that class and forget stuff. So I'm just showing you how I learn and how I deconstruct processes. I love what I'm doing here. I actually love to do. And I'm going to invite you, if you watched this video this far, I'm going to invite you to drop in the comments if there is a process, or you saw something that you liked and you would like for me to deconstruct it. Again, it's one of my favorite things to do. So just drop it there and I'll create something like this, and I'll come online and teach it for free, just the way I've done this. Okay? So if you just need help understanding and you need me to spell something out like this for you, I will be happy to do it for free, because it helps you to learn, but it also helps me to learn as well, because we can learn. That's all we're doing out here, guys. We're learning from other people's processes, and then once you learn, you implement. Got it? So I've done a snapshot of her content. Below is a snapshot of her content as it stands June 18th, because that's today, okay? So I see that she has 100 videos. Again, she has almost 6,000 subscribers. She just started her channel 3 years ago. To have 7,000 subscribers, and she just started 3 years ago. And get this, she only started being more consistent 1 year ago. So she started 3 years ago, but her consistency picked up in 2020. And she has created 9 playlists, averaging 5 to 25 videos per playlist. Okay? All right. And then I just went ahead on this sheet and listed all the titles of her playlist. So again, these speak to what she's all about. So online course creation marketing, online course creation tips, and frequently asked questions. And guess what? For you, that could be two different playlists if you like. Online course creation FAQs, you could put it like that. So, and she could have online course creation FAQs. cues. Because somebody might put that in Google. That's another thing you have to understand about what she's done. What she's done is used keywords in playlists. And guess what? If her target audience put in Google online course marketing, and let's just look, online course marketing. Let's see if any of her videos pop up. They may not, because this is a heavy keyword that is used. But let's go to videos here in Google. I'm just curious to see, because I'm really impressed with her. And none of her stuff pops up yet, because this is a widely used. But let's just go three to four. If it pops up, this is going to be absolutely nuts. But again, this is why you want to focus on the keywords for your target audience. And again, this is not something that you have to do overnight. It's something that you can do over time. Okay? Part of the reasons, so let me do this. Another thing, I'm giving you another tool, because I'm looking at the videos that are popping up. So it's pulling up some stuff on digital marketing. That's not what I'm looking for. So it may be helpful for me to enclose her keywords in quotes. Okay, so that will get more targeted search results on Google by enclosing it. So now let's go back and see if any of her stuff pops up, because it potentially could, now that we're saying online course marketing. Okay, and if it doesn't, again, it's okay, because this is a widely used keyword search. But even with this, I'm going to teach you something else. Again, this is behind the scenes for me, and I'm just telling you this is stuff that I understand, so I'm just sharing it with you. Let's go back to page 1. Even though her stuff, well, let me go on to page 4 just to make sure. I'm just curious if any of her stuff popped up. So I don't see anything for Diana Wilson, but that is okay. It doesn't matter. But I also want to share with you, now that we've enclosed this and it's bringing up videos that have to do with online course marketing, you want to look at the videos that are in the number 10 spots. And you want to pay attention to what their headlines are. How to massively increase your online course sales. And again, this is how you can remix something. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can create a title. And now I'm not going to go into this in this video, because it'll end up being too long. But let's just say if I remade that for my audience, how to massively increase, and for me, I might put how to massively increase digital assets. That's one way I can use it, and I could increase your. So this is a way that I just remix this title, because it's a top one. So if it's showing up in the search results at the top of the page, those keywords are potentially strong. That person knows what they are doing, and you just remix their titles. So how to massively increase your online course sales. I'm saying how to massively increase your digital assets. Or another one of my businesses has to do with idea development. So how to massively increase your ideas, or how to massively, and that may not be a great one for what I'm doing, but it could be how to massively increase your ideas. And I'm just curious now. Six proven ways to increase your creativity. So now I'm starting to get ideas on content I can create around idea and habit development. Do you guys see what I'm saying here? All of this from me just learning to be a better student. That's really what I'm teaching you how to do. And I'm just giving you a behind the scenes so that now I can take this and go create my own product. So actually, I was going to do that for you live. So I'm going to start the process for you so you can see that based on Diana Wilson's channel, here's what I'm going to do. Because this is literally, I'm about to end this video, but in a minute after I finish this video, I am going to, and I can go to her videos, and I could just do it like this. So the name of one of her videos is create an online course fast with mini courses. So I can just write that, create an online course fast with mini courses. Okay. So later I can put the playlist, but let me list a few of the other few of her other video titles. So here's the one I watched: use book like a boss to sell online courses. So let me use book like a boss to sell online courses. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to stop here, but this is literally what I'm going to do. And by the time I finish, because she has 100 videos, I will have 100 titles here, and I will do just what I showed you. So forget that this says playlist for now. I'm going to go back and add the playlist that these videos are included in. But for now, I just want to show you how I'm going to use these video titles. And it's just what I just showed you. I'm going to use these video titles to recreate them. So I'll say create a digital asset fast with mini courses. See, this is just remixing her idea and using it for my target audience. Does that make sense? And again, if I were one of my other target audiences has to do with creatives who are doing who are trying to get their ideas in the world. So I may say create a minimum viable product from your idea fast. Now, that's a little different. I remixed it quite a bit, but that's because I know what I'm going for, okay? And it doesn't mean that these are the titles exactly as I would use them, but again, you're using somebody else's work to fuel ideas for yourself. Does that make sense? Hopefully this was helpful for you. If you want a copy of this, just let me know. You can drop it in the comments, or better yet, send me a DM on here. I'll be happy. Well, make a comment first. That will help me. If you will, you can make a comment and say if this video was helpful, and then after that, send me a DM, and I'll be happy to send you this that you're looking at right now, because if it can help you, that's all that I'm here for, is to help you to deconstruct your process so that you can create more digital assets and get your